Hello and welcome back to the province of Mae Hong Son in northern Thailand. I'm still based in the town of Pai, the well-known backpacking haunt. However, today, because the weather's so beautiful, I've come up for an afternoon drive on Dreamy over there, and we're just trying to make a little bit of a redemption because yesterday and in the previous video I paid quite a bit of money to go on a jungle trekking tour, and I wanted to stay overnight in a tribe, and I wanted to get like a real authentic northern Thailand experience. In fact, I didn't feel that welcome and I had to sort of take myself out of that situation, and I bailed and spent the night in Pai, a very normal and touristy town. So we're gonna go back out, but instead of paying a lot of money, basically, we're gonna just do it for free or on our own. We've got Dreamy, we've got a day bag, we might stay overnight, we might not. I don't really know what's going on. It's late afternoon already. I just thought, look at it, it's glorious. Let's go for a drive. Let's see if we can find a viewpoint, a coffee shop, a restaurant, maybe somewhere to stay. If the weather turns bad, we'll come back to Pai and this will be a forgotten about day maybe. But if you're watching this, I think it meant that something cool happened. So come and join us as me and Dreamy go on the hunt for a real northern Thailand experience where hopefully they're happy to see us and hopefully we can have a good time and we don't break down. Okay, let's go. You know, people will tell you, motorcyclists and other travelers, that the road from Chiang Mai to Pai is one of the greatest roads and must-dos when you travel to Thailand. And so a lot of people will rent a motorcycle or a scooter and drive from Chiang Mai to Pai. However, it's not the road. That's not the road you want to do from Pai to Mae Hong Son. This is the road, guys. I've driven this road dozens of times. This is the one with endless views, incredible hairpins, epic views of the mountains, and some incredible hairpin turns just like this one. Don't get me wrong, the road from Chiang Mai to Pai is nice, but it's nothing in comparison to this stretch of the road. And so we're going to be driving this for about half an hour, and then where I turned left with my guide yesterday to go trek towards his Lahu and Lisu mountain villages, we're actually going to do a right and head up towards the Burmese border, because according to Google Maps there are some cafes, some viewpoints and even some guest houses up there. I don't know what the state of play is after 9 long hard months of restrictions and just endless COVID stuff. Maybe these little coffee shops and things have gone out of business and the whole place is derelict. Even if it is, we'll have a fantastic afternoon. Look at the weather. Look at these turns. Just around this bend is my favorite hairpin turn in the whole of the Mae Hong Son loop. Arguably top 5 roads, top 5 turns. Oh, it's not this one. Okay, it's a little bit further. Just around this corner is one of my top 5 turns in all of Thailand. You'll know you'll get towards it when you see the red tarmac. They actually paint the tarmac red so people are alert to the danger of this turn. It's very sharp, and the view, well, the view's a little bit distracting, isn't it? Hallelujah. Holy moly. I don't know if more accidents happen here because people are admiring the view or because the turn's quite sharp. You know what we'll do? Because, you know, we're free like this on a little Honda Dream. Is, oops, I'm in neutral. There's not much traffic around. So why don't we just chuck Dreamy over here in the shade off the road and lean her up against this this wall. She looks like a drunken chick on a Saturday night down the Toon. And have a look at this, shall we? driven this turn so many times and never actually stopped to take it in. But look at that. Yee-hoo. If you can see dead ahead, there's two little humps and they look like they've got little nipples on them. They look like little boobies with nipples on them. That is the area we're going to be driving to. So get prepared for nipples. Look at the angle and the turn and the gradient there. It's very aggressive. Wow. Proper nice. Oy. Okay, Dreamy. None of your drunken antics. We're going to the nipples.
I look out across the water. I smell the salt. I feel the breeze. But in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Leapers Ford to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound, no matter where I go.
Okay, welcome to the first village. We took a right off the main road, the 1095, which is the Mae Hong Son loop, and this is the first coffee shop that I had on Google Maps, and look at it. It's splendidly closed, which is a devastation. Hope that doesn't become a thing the whole time. Is this one shut? This one's shut. They're all shut, guys. All of these buildings on the right here are sharing an incredible view. However, everything is shut. Let's see what we can find up here. Dreamy, let's do it. These people live the most amazing life with the most amazing views, but alas, nothing is open. I mean, look at it. Look at these limestone cliffs here. I think this must be one of the nipples. Absolutely devastated that this coffee shop was closed. Not only for the views, but my tummy is so rumbling. I'm so hungry. Oh no. Oh dear, what's happened here? The road has gone to absolute rubbish. Good luck, Paddy. Oh, that was scary. Wow. The kids are playing in the street and everything's happy days. But I don't have anywhere to have coffee. I don't even want a coffee. I just want to have a good time. it's all shut. Oh, is she just open? Oh, no. Hello. It's all closed up. Wow. This coffee shop, this noodle shop. Oh my god, look, they've got amazing noodles. Oh my god. And then we would have been able to have coffee here and get noodles. And then this is the there's the homestay I saw, which was one of my accommodation options. That's shut. And just look at this. The smell of that guy welding is amazing. Such a beautiful view into that valley below. And look, you can see these lines of restaurants and things are all shut at the moment, built on these stilts on this aggressive cliff edge down into the valley. Well, there is another village, 7 clicks, in the north direction towards the border of Myanmar, and maybe that'll be open. And you just see something that just blows your mind. Look at that. Look at that. Incredible. Just next to the base of that mountain there, you can see the roofs of the village we were just at. We've just been driving along this ridge. It's been like cliffs on each side. I've driven some roads. Well, we've driven some roads, I should say, Dreamy and I. But whatever the number of this road is, it's here below on the screen right now. This road leading from somewhere along the Mae Hong Son loop north towards somewhere up there. Google map links to below. This road just follows the ridge of this mountain range, and you know, it's a drop to the left, a drop to the right, and as you go over, you know, I'm looking to the left, I'm looking to the right, and I'm just seeing incredible views on both directions. It is to die for. It's distracting because I just want to stop and scream, but also just driving it is just a privilege and a pleasure. And look at the weather, it is incredible. And there's like people on motorbikes and the odd car driving past as well. We are having the time of our life. This is one of the highlight roads, top 3 of the trip so far. And we've still got 7 kilometers to get to this village. Picked a day for it as well. Even if we don't find coffee or tea or noodles or anything, if we just get to this village, I've had, and Dreamy have I hope you've enjoyed it. We would have had one of the best afternoon drives of this trip. There's something about driving on a little motorbike in Thailand on the mountain roads with these views. Just the best thing ever. It's actually raining now, but who cares? Hello little cows. Hello vivid rainbow. Should we go say hello?
Sawadee ka. Sabai mai? Jing la? Ah.
Holy moly. Oh, the smell of the pine trees. Oh, especially in this rain. I once did a whiskey tasting and we smelled the whiskey and we were like, oh yeah, it smells good. And then he said, add a drop of water into it. And then we smelt it and wow, what a difference. The moisture, the water elevated the smell and the aroma of the whiskey tenfold, and that's exactly what happens to bark and wood and forests. You go in a beautiful forest on a hot, dry day and take a smell, you can smell leaves, you can smell the nature, but just add a little bit of moisture. Oh my God, the views! Add a little bit of moisture and boom, you can smell the pine, the bark, the mud, the worms, the bird poop. the ants, the epicness. The rainbow's actually going down into the valley. I wonder if there'll be a pot of gold. Oh, a pot of gold for Paddy or Doyle. Paddy Doyle and his pot of gold in Thailand. And his sack of potatoes. Oh, I hope the camera's not got too wet. Let me just give it a cheeky little wipe. Oh, look at this nice little hill. I'm sorry this has turned into a moto vlog, but I don't care, because I hope you're enjoying this road just as much as I am. Up we go. Woo! Where's that pot of gold? Give me a little wipe. Oh my God, the view on the left. I mean, you have to be careful because the views are so good up here. You can have an accident, you know? Oh, I just wish there was a little spot where I could show you what I'm looking at on the left. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Yes! I can park you here, we can climb up there, and boom. Oh man, there's lightning and stuff in the distance. Oh God, I can see the rain going into the valley. Okay, here we go. Oh, the smell. This is, if you could bottle this smell, I would pay you $1 million just to have it in the house. And we'd call it wet Thailand. Look at that! Sorry, I shouted. Look at that. And they're so spiky, those hills. They're not like rolling hills, they're like pointy hills. And the sun is cascading beautifully and the rain is just falling. You can't see on the GoPro, but you can see the rain droplets just floating down into the valley. And that's where the rainbow was. So where's the bloody pot of gold? Where is it? Did this tree get hit by lightning? Is that why it's all black? Or was it just a fire maybe? But anyway, who cares? Look at this. I think this is my favorite day of the trip, guys. And you can see the ridge, right? You see where those trees are and the sun's just coming over that ridge? That's the road. That's the road we've been driving on. Up there. And look at this. And listen. That's the rain. And oh man, sorry, there's like a storm up ahead. I didn't bring my wet gear or anything, like an idiot. So, let me think. If we push up north, we're gonna hit that rain and we're gonna get soaked. What do we do? What do we do? If we go back, we can get back before dark. All the way back to Pai. If we keep going north, yeah, we're gonna hit that storm. Can you hear it? It's not sounding good. And this late in the day doesn't look like it would pass before sunset. I think our best bet, guys, is to abandon the north, turn back once the way we came, and just enjoy the road back to Pai. I'm sorry we didn't sort of find an epic camping spot or accommodation. But the weather is stopping play, and I'll tell you what I'll do, because I'm a nice guy like that. I'll make a montage with the small battery I have left on my GoPro of all the epic views on the way home, and I'll play you our favourite little song on this channel, which you guys always ask me what it is. It's called Pandemonium by Hannah Stone. So just enjoy the views on the way home, and take my apologies for the lack of food and lack of a culture, just road. Today was just about roads. Look at this hill!
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Oh, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all, could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right and the way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium. Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah I need it. Want your pandemonium.